Hello and welcome back to G3 Geeks and Gaming Gurus. I am your host, Bald Mike. I am finally getting around to finishing up this Bones of Arnor campaign that I started quite a while ago. I never expected it to take quite this long, but this is the finale, the final chapter of it. Since it's been a little while, I'll give a quick rundown. We have Gimli. He has a couple of trinkets. He's got Tookish apple cakes, the Legendarium of Thor, Undersun for the torch upgrade, Bladebane for his armor, and his Arid Lewin battle axe. And then we have Arwen, who still has the title of Coneyfoot. She's never gotten around to using that yet. She has Splendorwell for her cloak. Whistler is her ranged weapon. Starswift is her knife. And over here, this Silent Scepter she still has from previous mission. We'll try to get all her stuff on camera. Oh, and the Hobson rope. Forgot about that too. Because it's over on the side. All right, so let's get into the story here. Since we're starting off. Morning has come, but the day remains gray and shadowed. Thick black clouds swirl in the sky, entering the ruined city of Enuminus. In the distance, a shimmering barrier bisects the city. It swirls with purple light and liquid shadow, completely encircling the heart of the city. It must be Taran's work. You have to find some way past it if you have any hope of victory here. 400. 400A. Okay. You pause to rest at a waterfall where you have a good view of the city on the edge of the lake. Already, Ataran's forces patrol the borders of the city. If he completes his ritual, all the dead of Arnor will join them. Hopefully, Halbarad is somewhere nearby as you arranged beforehand. Place heroes as indicated. Each hero scouts 4. Now, this is the first time we ever scouted 4. I think they're being a little nice to us since this is the finale. All right, so let's go with Gimli here. So scouting 4. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. Weakness is terrible. So we know that's going on the bottom. Let's see, let's start your turn. Stand. All right, so I'm going to put those 2 successes on top, and we will put Restless Axe in the prepared area. But now to Arwen. I did shuffle all these up before turning on the camera. Time of Need is amazing. Gathered Wisdom, and her weakness. Well, that's going on the bottom. Let's go with Time of Need, just in case. I know with 2 successes on top, I'm not going to need it right away, but it's good to have when you need it. A collection of human bones joined together by hardened pitch from a makeshift altar. Stretching like taffy, spectral forms are drawn from the bones and flow toward the glowing barrier. Place a search token as indicated. Nope, that's a person token. Which is here. Right there. See if I get this to come in a little bit more. I'm getting glare from one of the lights, I'm sorry. Give me one. It's going to be that one. That's what I thought it was. Okay. There you go. Cut the glare down a little bit. So a small cairn of stones is draped with green garlands. Place a search token as indicated. Alone in a sparse wood high above the ruined city stands the tall ranger Halbarad. Place a person token as indicated. That's in our space. That works out. That's a step token. Okay. Objective updated. Speak with Halbarad. Well, that's easy. He's in our space. Action phase. Wow. So nothing happened. We just... 1 tile and a person. All right. Somebody has something, if I remember, before we interact with a person. After you interact with a person. The scepter. Oh, I'm going to use Arwen's ability because of curiosity. After I prepare a skill card with the leaf symbol, I could discard this to gain 2 inspiration. So we'll do that. All right, so I guess I'm going to activate Arwen then and interact with Halbarad. And speak. Just kind of on camera so I can read it too. Greetings, friend, says the ranger as you approach. He does not lift his eyes from the soon-to-be battleground below, and his hand sits restlessly on the hilt of his sword. We are prepared and waiting. There, beyond that tree line, clad in gray, do you see them? They are ready for my signal. And there, he says, pointing to the lake, many more are moving across the waters even now, ready to strike at our enemy's side. Our foe is greater in number than I had hoped. We will engage Tarn's host. You must press on and bring justice to the villain himself. Let the assault begin. We must work together in the coming struggle. Without your aid, my rangers will perish. Without our aid, you will never reach Tarn. Here comes the map. Place 301B. So that's numbers down here. Like that. No. No, that's not right. This is the fun part. Figure out which way these tiles are supposed to go. Like that. Like that. 201B. 201B. I gotta scooch this here. I'll move the camera a little bit if I need to. Hopefully this map won't get too huge. There we go. Okay. At Halbarad's signal, rangers slip from the tree line and sneak into the city. On the lake, what you first took to be shadows reveal themselves as narrow-hulled craft, each rowed by a half-dozen rangers, rushing far from the shore. A horn sounds from within the city, and then another, and then another. The battle has begun. Objective updated. Join the battle and fight your way to a Tarn before the ritual is complete. So I'm guessing, according to the artwork on the tile, the city is over here. All right, so he's still there, and Arwen has an action left. Well, I guess she's going to move here, and we'll get this token. Oh, wait, I want you to say that one for dealing with 1, 2. Yeah, she's gonna go around. She's gonna go 1, 2, and get this token. Then we will explore. A great oak rises from the ruins of a forgotten outpost. Discard this exploration, gain an inspiration. A small group of rangers is taking cover in a gully, which, with orcish arrows falling around them, they cannot advance. Place a search token as indicated. That's in this spot. Of course, one I can't get to this turn. And we open some more map. 302. So we're definitely going to have to shuffle this a little bit. There we go. All right, where's... So kind of like that. It's not... Nope, that's me. You don't need to see me, you need to see the map. All right. And 308. I spoke too soon about the map not blowing up. 308B is coming down along this. Like that. Tablet's in the way a little bit, but that's okay. Oh, now it's not okay. Jeez. Okay, move that like that, and 209. I should have known this final battle would be a big map. And where is this coming off of? Way up here? Running out of room for the tablet. Okay. I can still read it. Punch inspiration, or exploration, sorry. Now, a lot of this looks like city or ruined city also, so I don't know if that's the city we're supposed to go to fight or over here. But that's going to end Arwen's turn. Your journey continues. Continue. All right, so we'll activate Gimli. We're going to come way back here and get this token. There used to be a prosperous settlement here, but all that's left now is crumbling rock and ruins. Gain inspiration. A few rangers have been captured and are bound at the bottom of the shallow pit. Place a search token as indicated. Well, being a good guy, I can't let that stand, can I? A raft of bone lashed together with something you'd rather not think of floats atop the turbulent waters. A crude idol of human skulls rests atop it. Place a search token as indicated. That's in my spot. A small watercraft is stranded not far from the shore. The rangers aboard are struggling to free themselves. Thus far, to no avail. Place a search token as indicated. So many tokens. Oh boy. With a roar, the mighty troll Ulik stomps from the ruined city. He snatches up a surprised ranger on one hand, then tosses them into the high branches of a nearby tree. Place a hill troll as indicated. This is Uluk. I was hoping to not have to deal with him already. This could get ugly quick, folks. Especially when I can't find it. There it is. So he is over here with these guys. A little more of an angle so you see the models. There we go. So this is Uluk here, this is Gimli in this space here, and this is Arwen here. Your journey continues. All right, I don't like that at all. I still have one movement point left. Search tokens everywhere. What is this one with my space? This is the altar thing, right? I can destroy it. I think it's better to come over here and get these guys. These are the ones I'm trying to need to be rescued, rangers. We will aid them. A group of orcs stands guard over the rangers, but Ataran soldiers are staring in wonder at the mystical barricade, completely distracted. Slay the orcs quickly or sneak the rangers out. Let's go with sneak. Of course. Let's see. You sneak forward, drop a blade for them to cut themselves free, and extend a hand down. Test wit. Reveal one additional card for each hide card you have prepared. I don't have any hard cards prepared. This isn't going to be good. 1, 2. That's right. I did prepare 2. So let's see if that's enough. The rangers move quickly, and half are out before the orcs take notice. With a shout, they charge forward. The rangers who have already escaped without weapon or shield move to defend their comrades who are still climbing out. You join their charge. A few fall, but as all of the rangers join the fight, you overcome the orcs. Those not wounded regroup and head into the city. Suffer 1 face-down wound, then discard the search token. Okay. It's not the worst. If you would test. All right, I'm okay with that. And we can get rid of that token. So he moved 1, 2, and he interacted. So that's the end of the action phase. Shadow phase. Move 2 to attack Arwen, closest hero. Yep, Gimli's there. Attack. In a frenzy, Uluk slashes at you with jagged, filthy claws. What is that? Is agility negates 5. After this attack, if you suffered any wounds, gain 1 weakness and prepare it. Oof, this is gonna be rough. Alright, if I would test. That's agility, but test. Nope, that doesn't cancel agility. Let me just read my cards real quick. Scout. Okay. So my agility is 2. 1. So I got a success and inspiration. So that'll be 2. And I'll guard the other 3 so I'm not taking any damage. Take that, you silly troll. Can't hurt me. The shadow deepens, the hope yet endures. Threat increases by 7. Ouch, that's a lot. And the rally phase. Let's see, it started. Well, it's only 1 wound. I'm not going to worry about that yet. So I have Ulick in my space, which is bad. We'll shuffle up Arwen's deck, and we are scouting 2. All right, let's scout with. Oh, I could have used Silent Scepter. I totally forgot to last when we talked to the Ranger. I remember that. Okay. I'm going to use the Legendarium of Thor. When you scout, you may deplete this item to reveal 2 additional cards and prepare 1 additional card. If I do and there's an enemy in your space, I gain an inspiration. So I'll do that. I'm going to gain inspiration because Big Troll's my place, so I'm going to reveal 4 cards with Gimli. 2, 3, 4. And I can prepare 2 of these. When you test and negate 2 wounds, and success card 2. I'm going to put those 2 on top and prepare Unyielding Spirit and Final Defense. R1's going to scout 2, Unyielding Spirit and Ebonstar. This skill just instead. Because it has the sprint 1, I'm going to prepare that. We will put Unyielding Spirit on top. And I think, let me continue on here. So we did the scouts. Let's continue. Action phase. Whoop, I have to see what that, remind myself of that token. Small group of rangers taking cover in a gully. Okay. All right, so I'm going to use that sprint 1 right away with Arwen. She's going to move 1 space here. Her first action will be interact with this token. A small group of rangers taking cover in a gully with orcish arrows falling around them. They cannot advance, so we will aid them. The rangers are pinned down by foes lurking on an overhang about halfway up the gully. Lead an escape or crush the foes. Let's try to lead an escape. You scramble back down the gully and search for a safe route past the enemy ambush. What is it? Test wisdom. For each tactic you have prepared, you may convert 1 leaf to a success. All right, so I don't have any of that prepared. So my wisdom is 4, and I have a pile of inspirations. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I did get 1 success, and I flipped 4 leaf icons. So I'm going to spend 2 inspiration to convert. So that'll give me a total of 3. That should be enough. Discard this before I read all this. Yeah, it's not this mapping is so big. There's not enough room on here for the tablet. There's a narrow defile only a short dash away, but even better is the scree slope above the enemy forces. With a series of hand gestures, you communicate your plan to the ranger leader, who grasps it immediately. She bends her bow and fires, sending an arrow into the slope above. The resulting shower of stones and dust distracts the enemy long enough for all the rangers to escape up the defile. The leader clasps her hand in wordless thanks as she passes. Discard the search token. So we're doing some good here. Gray cloaked rangers emerge from the wood to strike at Ataran's forces, felling orcs and wicked men before fading again into the wild. With the bulk of Ataran's armies focused on this threat, the way is clear for you to proceed. Each hero gains an inspiration. I like that. That'll put Arwen at 2 and Gimli at 2. Okay. So with Arwen's second action, she's going to take a shot at the troll with her ranged weapon, Whistler. Person. Okay. So that uses her agility, which is 3. Right. So we go 1, 2, 3. Wow, that was kind of bad. So I'll pop Time of Need. I got a blank and 2 leaves. I'll convert those as 2 successes. 2 successes will be 4 hits with Smite. Or no, 5 hits with Stun is better. That's what we're going to do. Oh, my guy's got 19 health and 4 armor. What did we do? What did we say? 5 hits with Stun. Apply. All right. So that blocks out his image on, well, you can't see the tablet, but that stuns him, so he can't attack this round, which is a beautiful thing. So now Gimli's going to go. He's going to, at the start of his turn, I am going to use Restless Axe. At the start of your turn, you may discard the skill to attack and add 2 hits. So Gimli's might is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was kind of a bad flip. So we're going to have to burn his 2 inspiration to give us a total of 3 successes on his axe, which will give us 8 hits with Cleave and Sunder. And then Restless Axe adds 2 hits. So it's going to be a total of 10 hits with Cleave and Sunder. Cleave, Sunder. And we said 8, 9, 10. Yep. 9, 10. Got him about halfway down. Just shy of half, I would say. Oh, that's gone. But he can attack that. Oh, I can put one he's on top. So we'll put that. Oh, using Arwen's ability, Gimli will discard the wound. Yeah, he can attack. Agility negates. Decrease. Block 1, and then I'll discard Final Defense to guard 3. So I'm still taking 1. Flip 1 wound face up. So I don't have any, so flip that face down. And after this attack, if you suffered any wounds, gain a weakness and prepare it. All right, so now I have the misled weakness in my prepared area. All right, so I guess Gimli's just going to try to punch him again. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was awful. So we still have to put this in. Okay, this one isn't as bad. Massive muscles roll under Ulik's scarred hide as blow after blow crash to the earth around you. This is might negates. Okay, 3 wounds and 1 fear. Before the stack hero in space flips 1 wound face up. So I'll just flip face down again. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's testing spirits. I have nothing to block this. I'm going to block 2 of this. 2 out of these 4. So I'll take a fear. See what that is. Gloom places or flip this face down. And then 1. I blocked 2 and I'm taking 2 out of the 4. So I'm taking 1 more wound. Stunned. Flip 1 wound and 1 fear face up, then flip discard. Oh, then discard this card. So these both say flip and face down, so nothing will happen. So that is just discarded. We're okay with that. And that's going to be the end of the action phase. Shadow phase. Threat increases by 7. Oof. A great crash of lightning splits the sky and victorious howls rise amongst Ataran's army. The ritual is proceeding. Each hero chooses to either suffer 2 face-down fear or discard 1 inspiration. Arwen will discard inspiration. Gimli doesn't have any, so he has to take 2 face-down fear. You test. Okay. I have to get rid of some of these fear on Gimli. He's up to 3 out of 4 that he can take. Not good. All right. Well, this isn't good. Place 3 pit goblins in the indicated space. They get a banner. Let's see. That is this banner. Coming in down here. And 3 pit goblins. Where are the pit goblins? Why do I not see the pit goblins? One, 2, and move that token out of the way. 3. The rally phase. All right. At the start of the rally phase, I may just deplete this item for heroes in your space to collectively discard to 2 wounds and fear. So Gimli get rid of 2 of those fear. And then rally. I think I'm going to use... No, I'm going to save it. I'll do the 2. Let's see. Guarded Strike and Defense Instruction. I think I'm going to go with Guarded Strike, being prepared, and we'll put Defense Instruction on top since it is a success. Let's shuffle up Arwen. And she might head over to, meeting. I was thinking about taking her to come over and try to take shots at these goblins, but it might be better to go get some of this inspiration off the board to slow the threat down. Her weakness and gathered wisdom. You know, I'm going to prepare the weakness and put the gathered wisdom on top since it is a success. And the action phase. What can we do here? I think Arwen's going to go first and try to take another shot at the troll. So her agility is 3. 1, 2, and 3. Flipping 1 success and 2 leaves. So I will spend my 1 inspiration to go with I'm going to do the 5 hits and stun again. Stun. So we got him down to 9 health. That was her first action. Her second action is going to be move to here. And we're going to get this token. Oh, she'll use her ability so Gimli can get rid of that other fear too during her turn before she moved. Let's see. Judging by the remaining ruins, there used to be a shrine of some sort here with many storage rooms surrounding it. Discard this gain inspiration. Okay. Some rangers have taken a small fortification but are struggling to hold it. Place a search token as indicated. Is that in my? No, that's 1 spot away. Many of the rangers have gathered here in a makeshift field hospital. Place a search token as indicated. And let's add some more to the map. Which is Like that? No. No. Like that. Okay. So she's here. She attacked. She moved 1. Shimmering black and purple Tarn's barrier rises from the ruins nearby. Breach the spirit barrier. Ugh. There is definitely not enough room in there. I gotta move this all around. Give me 1 second. We'll put Gimli's weapons up here. This is his. I think I'm going to go this way with their cards. Yeah, I should have shuffled. I think I scouted with her without shuffling her discard pile. All right, so I'm going to try to move the whole kit and caboodle this way. All right, and this is 210. B on the number there. Where is that? So actually what I really have to move is the fear and damage decks. That's that discard pile. And that's that discard pile. And I'll make a nice little bridge like that. Jeez. 102B. And this is where you found out you did something wrong. All right, so one of these is not right. 102. I don't think there's enough way to angle this. I see the shape it's trying to make. Wait a minute. Everything looks right except for that. Was this supposed to be up here? Is that the problem? There we go. Okay. Now we got it. And I don't like that because that probably means we have to go into these tunnels for something. All right, so that was her. She has a movement point left. Let me come over here and get that token, which is this one here. Give her her second inspiration. As you approach, pale faces and giant hands press against the barrier. Oops, I just moved the tablet a little bit. Reaching for you. Press against barrier, reaching for you. The whole ever-shifting edifice seems to be fashioned from the restless spirits of the dead. Discard this, gain an inspiration. Did that. A wall of shifting shadows and pale-faced figures swirls before you. A barrier it will take more than courage to pass. Place a threat token as indicated. And that's in her space. Your journey continues. All right, so that's her turn. So now Gimli's got to finish this troll off. Before you shrink, gain inspiration. Okay. All right, let me continue here. Let's bring this troll up. I got to be able to do 9 damage to him. I believe. Yes, he has 9 left. All right, Gimli, get him. Darkness. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'll discard Guarded Strike to strike 1. So I'll add a hit. But before I strike, I gain an inspiration. And then I'll spend the inspiration. So it's going to give me 3 successes, which is 8 hits with Sunder, Cleave, and then the strike 1 gives me an extra one. So 9 hits with Sunder and Cleave. Oh, because he had armor. He still has 2. He still had 2 health left. Ugh. I need to survive this. Put that back on top of my deck using my ability. Ulik's beady eyes fall on you, focusing malevolence and madness on your small frame. That is Spirit. Spirit negates 2 wounds and 3 fear. All right, so my Spirit is also 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have Unyielding Spirit, so I'll block 2. I'll block 2 fear and take 1. After the attack, if you suffer no fear. Yeah, I have. There's no way to cancel it all. Let's see. Each nearby hero flips 1 wound face up, then flips this face down. So there's no nearby heroes. And this is just the flip up and then flip down again. And then 2 wounds. Oops, that's not a wound. This is a wound. Wrong deck. Dazed. Keep this card face up. Before you interact with a threat token, you must spend an inspiration. Okay. And Wariness. Flip this face down. All right. Well, now he has 4 left because of the armor. Let's see if we can get him. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 will get us 6 hits with Cleave. Confirm. Put that on top using Gimli's ability. Remove Ulik. You are nearby hero. Gain inspiration. Gimli will take that inspiration. Get out of here, Mr. Trollman. Ulik cries out one last time, his roar ending in a sickly rattle, then topples to his side and lies still as stone. At last, the tyrant's most dangerous minion has been destroyed. Become determined. Select 1 hero to gain the Stinging Fly title and immediately prepare it. All right, so I'm going to get determined with Gimli first. Let's do that. There's a bunch to keep track of this game, but that's the way a finale should be. And then I have to go to this box to get titles. And it is Stinging Fly. Right. It's kind of funny getting titles at the very last chapter, but that's okay. Maybe it'll be helpful. Let's read it. It has a success. An inspiration token, I'm sorry. At the start of your turn, you may remove this skill from the adventure to perform an attack and ignore all counterattacks until the end of your turn. That's really good, especially with Gimli. We'll give it to Gimli. Confirm. And that was his 2 actions. So that's the end of the action phase. Shadow phase. Let's see. Pick goblins. Move 2 to attack Gimli or closest hero. They can do that. This would make the most sense because it'll bring them towards both. Attack for Gimli. That is Wisdom negates 1 wound and 3 fear. Block 2. So I'm going to block both of those fear. And take 1 fear. Which is Paranoia. If there's a nearby hero, discard 1 prepared card and flip this face down. There is not a nearby hero. And then 1 wound. Flip this face down. So I have 4 wounds. I got to be careful here with Mr. Gimli. Threat increases by 9. Oof. And the rally phase. I'm going to use the Tookish Apple Cakes to remove 2 wounds. And then we will shuffle up his deck. I need to move and then attack. So I am going to use the Legendarium of Thor to reveal 4 cards this turn. And prepare 2. There's no enemy in my space, so I don't get the inspiration, but 1, 2, 3, 4. None of those have sprint. But I will take You Cannot Pass because it does have guard. And then I will take, I think, Poet's Heart, just to let me rest so I can clear up his wounds. Restless acts as a success, so that'll go on top, and the other one will go on the bottom. Now, Arwen. I think Arwen needs to go first to see what that threat token is. Let's see. 1, Evan Star and Honed Agility. Definitely the Evan Star because of the sprint 1. We'll put that Honed Agility on the bottom. All right. Now I have somewhat of a plan. Let's go with, okay, Scouting's going to continue. Action phase. Let's go with Arwen and see what this threat token is about. A wall of shifting shadows and pale-faced figures swirls before you. A barrier will take more than courage to pass. Dispel the barrier. I don't know how we do this. One of the tattered, pale-faced figures emerges from the barrier wearing the armor of a prince of Arnor, the scion of Numinous. A whisper rises around him as he gazes upon you with empty eyes. The scion beckons you forward with a bejeweled hand. Come, my faithful allies, I will aid you as you once aided me. Let us pass through this barrier together. Place 1 white as indicated. This is the scion. Oh, because of all that text, I don't know where that is, but I'll grab a white and get him ready. I'm assuming it's going to be in that space. Take his hand. The barrier must be destroyed. Ooh. All right, let's go with the barrier must be destroyed. And I was right for putting him in that spot. At last, my kingdom is returning. You will not destroy it. Place 1 white as indicated. This is the scion. Okay. So now that's a problem because he's in my space. Oh, boy. Let's see. With a whole bunch of 13 health, 3 purple armor, and 2 regular armor. All right, so that's my first action. My second action, I guess I'm going to try to punch him. Good thing I did take his hand. That might have been bad. I know I can't kill him in one go, which is going to be a problem. I don't have any wounds yet. All right, let's hit him with the knife. It's my agility, which is 3. So 1, 2, 3. I will spend. Do I need to spend both? No, I only need to spend 1. Oh no, I do need 3. So I'll spend all that to make it a total of 3 successes on him. That will give me 6 hits. 6 hits with lethal and pierce. Let's see. Pierce, lethal. I'm sure he's not going to be happy about that. Discard this out of the way. Can the enemy attack? Unfortunately, yes. Oh, forfeit. Even at a distance, you swear you feel the cold claws of the white gripping your throat. That spirit negates. My spirit is 3. I'm going to discard Evan Star before I test. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'll keep it. Spirit's 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, I blocked 1. I'll take 3 fear. She can have 6 fear, so that's okay, I guess. So let's go 1. Suffer a face down fear. I'll put this face down. All right, so that's running out of room for all these cards. 1, 2. Flip this face down. 3. Okay. And then I'll use her ability. I'll get rid of one. And then that's her turn. Because she interacted and then attacked. Wish Gimli had that sprint card. Because these are all at start of turn effects. Alright. So Gimli's going to move 1 to with these pit goblins and then swing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good lord, that's a lot. Where's the axe? Cleave. So let's see what these boyos have. They each have 3 health, 3 armor, so 6. So it's 18. I can cleave into them. Do I need the inspiration? I believe I do. Actually, I don't think I could use the inspiration because it's only... Yeah, the max I could do is 3. So 8 hits with Cleave and Sunder. Let's see what that does. Cleave, Sunder. Oh, that gets rid of them all. Gimli's a machine. And then I get another inspiration without spending one. That's pretty good. Remove the goblins, gain an inspiration. That was a attack, so I can put that on top of my deck using Gimli's ability. That's my discard pile. He was there, so he still has a movement point left. I feel bad leaving all of these tokens down here, but I'm going to go, whoops. Actually, I should probably go help Arwen. So he's going to go there with his last action. Shadow phase. The shadow deepens, though hope yet endures. Threat increases by 9. Oof. Vicious smoke spills from the sky, gleaming with a resentful purple light. The very earth groans as each swirl of darkness touches it. Each hero suffers 4 face-down fear. Wisdom negates. Ouch. I'm sorry. At the end of Gimli's turn, I'm going to rest 2 to get rid of these fear. That was my plan with that. All right. I think that's the only thing outside at end of turn. All right. So let's do Gimli first. 1, 2. I will block 2. And then take 2. Discard 2 prepared cards or suffer 2 face down fear, then discard this card. All right. Crud. Oh, you know what? I'm going to guard these 3. Sorry. I'm going to put that back. I'm going to guard. Oh, it's total of 4. So I'm not going to spend the inspiration. I got 1 and then guard 3. So that gets rid of all 4. Back that up. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. Gimli's good. So now Arwen's got to take 4 fear. And it is, what is negating it? Wisdom, which is 4 on Arwen. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, she prevented 2, and she'll take 2. And she has nothing with Rester Guard. Okay. This is her check. This is her discard pile. Discard 2. Okay, so this is discard 2 prepared cards, and then discard this. Okay, no problem. So that's 1. She'll take 1 more. Block 2. Flip this face down. So she has 3 on her. That should be the end of the phase. No. Place 3 pit goblins as indicated. That's down here. They are back. 1, 2, 3. They're down on this end of the board this time. So they're a few spaces away. In the rally phase. All right, let's rally Arwen. And then Gimli will, at start of the rally phase, use the Tookish Apple Cakes, get rid of his last 2 wounds. So he's 100%. Arwen's got some fear to deal with. She can take 6. So she got 3 down. She'll get rid of 1 on her turn. I think the smart play is Gimli comes in and takes a shot at that white. We will put Prep Athleus because it has the sprint 1. Put the success on top of her deck. Let's shuffle up Gimli. Yeah, so Gimli can go in and kill him, then Arwen can come out and check out these other 2 tokens. Scout 2. Clever Wit and Honed Agility. Let's go with Clever Wit. Put Honed Agility on the bottom. Continue. Action phase. So I said we're up here. Gimli's going to move 1 and attack the white. Flipping 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 successes, which will give us 8 hits with Sunder and Cleave. 8. We'll put Restless Axe back on top. Can the enemy attack? Sadly, yes. Want to say no. Let's see. The monster's long arm wraps around you. Bony fingers scrabbling for purchase on your flesh. Might negates 1 wound and 3 fear. 2, 3, 4. Spending my 2 inspiration for 3 successes, so I'll take 1 wound. And the wound is concussion. Keep this card face up. Decrease each of your stats by 1 at the end of your turn. Flip this card face down. Boo. All right. We'll swing at him again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 successes will be 6 hits with Cleave. Oh, actually, this should have been not flipped because my stats are reduced. Arwen's going to have to try to finish him off. Those are gone. Oh, wait, that's an attack. So that goes on top. Yes. Spirit negates. 1, 2, 3, 4. Block 2. So I'll take 1. And after this attack, discard inspiration. I don't have any, so I'll take the fear. Flip 1 wound face up, then flip this card face down. Okay. All right, that's Gimli's turn. He attacked twice and did quite a bit of damage. So at the end of the turn, I flip that face down. I'm going to activate Arwen. She's going to get rid of 1 of these fear with her ability. And then she will take a knife, or her Star Swift knife, to this white. Hopefully we can polish him off. Jeez, he still has a bunch. Do I before you suffer? Never turn. I'm just going to go for this card. Oh, Athleus is good for healing too. I don't think I've ever used it for that. I think I've always used it for sprint. I'm just reading the card down. All right, use a Star Swift. Sorry, move 1 space without broken attacks. Actually, that's really good. Let me do that. So Star Swift says after you attack with this item, you may move 1 space without provoking an attack. So I'm going to attack with my agility, which is 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that was awful. Oh, Gimli was determined. I forgot about that. So 1 is only going to be 3 hits with Pierce. Pierce. I don't even think I did anything to him. What are you doing here? Let's see. The monster draws a broadsword from its scabbard, gripping it with cadaverous hands. Might negates 1 fear. What's my might is 2. 1, 2. Got it? I'm going to use the ability to move away. So that was her first action. Her second, I'm going to discard the Athleus to sprint to here, and her second action is going to interact with this token over here. Is that the one? No. This one. Many of the Rangers have gathered here in a makeshift field hospital. Let's aid. The rough encampment is in good order, but these Rangers are in no shape to fight. Some have physical wounds, but others seem in shock from the trauma and horror of the spirits of this place. Tend their wound. Let's rally their spirits. You stand on a crumbling wall and urge the Rangers to take heart, reminding them of their storied history and valor. Test spirit. If you have a valor card prepared, add a success. I don't have any prepared. I've used them all. So my spirit is 3. 1, 2, 3. Wow, 1. That's terrible. R1 is not testing well. Your words die in your throat as you realize that no one is listening. The few Rangers closest to you turn their backs, retreating to their own troubles. Flip 1 fear face up, then discard the search token. That's terrible. All right, so I'm going to flip this one face up. And it says coward. Keep this card face up. When you attack, reveal 1 fewer card. During your turn, if you are emboldened, you may discard this card. So she didn't help the hospital, the sick people. Poor Arwen. That's going to be the end of the action phase. Going into the shadow phase. The pit goblins move 2 to attack Gimli. 1, 2, 2. Nope, no target. Move 4 spaces toward the closest hero. I think it's a tie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Oh, they can get to R1 and 3. Boom. So they're up here. They're all up here at R1. Threat increased by 9. Ouch. Ataran's forces, bolstered by his magic, are gaining ground against your allies. Everywhere you look are grisly scenes of heartbreak and despair. Each hero who is nearby a threat token discards an inspiration. All right, it's only Gimli and he doesn't have any. Oh, so I'll place 1 Shadow Man on this space. Oh, these are the new ones from the new pack. Where did I put them is the question. That's the king. Oh, these are from the that's not the one I thought it was. These are from the Shadow Pass expansion. They kind of look like, if you saw Return of the King, they look like the undead Gondor guys, the ghosty ones. And you get the banner, which I think is the same banner here. Yep. No, we're getting more. Place an Orc Hunter. I haven't seen Orc Hunters used in a while. Does he get a banner? He does not get a banner, but where does he gets placed right in the middle-ish? I'm trying to think where that is. So he goes here. That's not good. That's close to everybody. All right, rally phase. Let's shuffle up Gimli. Use the last of the Tookish cakes to get rid of the fear in the wound. Take the last token off. And rally. Final defense and defense instruction. Defense instruction on top. Ready, final defense. Arwen. Scout 2, Evan Star, and Ancient Wisdom. Ancient Wisdom on the bottom will. No, we'll prep Ancient Wisdom, put Evan Star on top. That's what we'll do. That's what we're going to do. We'll continue. Action phase. Arwen is stuck with these goblins, so she's going to use her ability to turn the fear face down and then punch these pit goblins. With her knife, she has Star Swift, and that's her agility, which is 3. 1, 2, 3. Man, she is just not flipping well. No inspiration, not helping. So 1 success. So 3 hits with Pierce. I think that gets rid of 1. Yeah. All right. We'll take that. Get rid of 1. Can the enemy attack? Yes. Let's see. The goblin hurls heavy stones and debris at your head. Might negates. If you suffer any wounds from this attack, discard inspiration. I don't have any, so it's not a problem. All right, so might. So 1, 2, nothing. She already used her ability. So she's taking 3 wounds. This could hurt because she only has 4 damage capacity. 1. Gain 1 weakness and shuffle it into your deck, then discard this card. Okay, that's not the worst, but it's not the best either. All right. 2. Flip this face down. And 3. Shaken. Flip 1 fear face up, then flip this face down. All right, so we've got overcome, suffer face down, fear the. Oh boy, flip this face down. All right, poor Arwen's not doing too well. She has another action. So I guess she's going to attack. Oh, hold on. Before you suffered. Oh, I have 1 less because of my cloak. I forgot about its ability. Oh, I think I'll hold that. Snap shut, gain 3 inspiration. I don't think I've ever done that. It helps when you read your cards, folks. So she's using her knife to attack those orcs. 1, 2, 3. That's way better. 3 successes. Gives me 6 hits with pierce and lethal on these pit goblins. Let's go. Lethal, pierce. Get out of here. That's some more dead pit goblins. Remove them, gain an inspiration. That starts with says I can move 1 spot. But that was my second action. But being next to Gimli feels like the better choice, so I'll move 1 space. All right, so that brings me over to Gimli's turn. At the start of his turn, shuffling the cards around here, I'm going to use Sting Fly. At the start of your turn, you can remove the skill from the adventure to perform an attack. Ignore all counterattacks until the end of your turn. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to attack the ghost man over here, the white, or Wicket, or the Scion. That's what he's calling this at the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4 is my might. Wow, 3 successes. 8 hits with Sunder and Cleave will hopefully get rid of this guy. Sunder, Cleave. 8. He is dead. I'm going to put the Restless Axe back on top using Gimli's ability. Remove the Scion. You are a nearby hero. Gain an inspiration. I will take it. Get out of here, Mr. the Scion. Even if I fall, the Scion screams, your kingdom ends with me. Ataran cannot be stopped. His body evaporates into boiling black smoke, which whirls and is sucked up into the menacing clouds above. Become emboldened. So I'm determined and am now emboldened. All right, that was my first action. My second, what is this token? I'm gonna go 1, 2, and I'm in between Arwen and the pit goblin. I mean, the orc hunter. Sorry, and that'll be my turn. Hey guys, hey Ricky. I'm sorry, I get wrapped up in the story and the combat in this. I'm here. I'm watching. I see you guys now. Let's see. This is on the Ghosty Man. Move 1, ignoring terrain and black borders. Attack Gimli. Move 1. That's not enough to get the Gimli. No target. The specter strides through the air, never truly touching the ground. Move 2 spaces towards the closest hero, ignoring terrain and black borders. Move how many? Move 2. 1, 2. It's a banner. Move 1 to attack Arwen or closest hero. All right, so he's going to go there, shoot Arwen, attack. An orc draws back the string on his bow and fires a deadly arrow. Agility negates. 3 wounds. That's bad. 1, 2, 3. Oof. All right, spend the inspiration to block 1. Throw the inspiration apparently. And take 2. So the first one is shaken. Flip 1 face up. Okay, so those are all flip up and face down. And second, flip this face down. All right, Arwen is hurting. Let's discard that. The shadow deepens, though hope yet endures. Threat increases by 9. That's a bunch. Oh, we hit something. The clouds descend, billowing shadows shrouding everything you can see. Each space of the map is now in darkness. Blah, that's terrible. And the rally phase. All right, so let's shuffle Arwen's deck. All right, Scout 2 at Arwen, Clever Wit, and Honed Agility. Let's go with Wit, because that's her lowest skill. Put the Honed Agility on the bottom. Gimli's deck will get shuffled up. Defense Instruction and Restless Axe. I am not in a space with an enemy. Oh, I forgot. After turn. The strike 2 is nice. Yeah, I'll prep Restless Axe, put Defense Instruction on top. Continue. The action phase. I'm not sure the best way to go about this. Let me look at the stats on this ghosty man. 9, 10, 11. That's kind of bad. All right. Arwen's over here and try to dispel this barrier again. Let's see what we do. The hissing whisper of the spirits in the barrier becomes a murmur, then a shriek. Your cause is lost. Your companions will betray you. Lies, all lies. So you push forward, trying to convince yourself. Test. What is that test? Wisdom 4. My wisdom stat is 4. Boy, this is going to be tough. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can get to 3 at best. For suffer when you interact. Person token. Yeah. If I had 1 inspiration, I would pass. I would have been okay. So let's fail. Your fears and regrets swarm around you, driving you to your knees. Suffer 1 fear, then flip 2 fear face up. Ugh. That's bad. So bad. Before you suffer face down. All right, so suffer 1 fear. Anxiety, flip 1 fear face up, then flip this card face down. All right, so flip that, and then that says flip this face down. So I'll flip these 2 face up according to the card. Suffer a face down fear, then flip this face down. But my Splendor Well Cloak would prevent that. And then Cower, keep this card face up. When you attack, you reveal 1 fewer cards during your turn. If you are emboldened, you can discard this card. All right, so that was, I have a movement. I have 1 action. No, I moved with her. She's going to stay there. I'm going to use her ability to get rid of 1 of these fear. And now it's Gimli's turn. Continue. What to do. I think Gimli's going to run for the tunnels. So I'm going to go 1, which will get this token. We'll explore. Ruin has come to these structures. Somehow the only common well survives intact. Discard this, gain inspiration. A platform of crafted stone supports a large stone chair facing east. Before it lies a sinister altar of human bones. Place a search token as indicated. All right, that's in my spot. Flickering light and unearthly wailing suggests the building is haunted by a spirit. A discarded ranger's cloak lies outside. Place a search token as indicated. So that's here. Jeez. An ancient staircase lies half hidden beneath the earth. If not for the gleaming wisps of purple shadow that drift from the opening, you might have missed it entirely. Place a threat token as indicated. Which is here. More map. All right, remove these. The embolden's gonna go away. 402. Coming off of. Oops. Destroying the world again because Tapley got in the way. So it should fit like that. Kind of bring this back this way. Place an exploration. Everything is in darkness, which is bad. So now do I go in here? This looks more important than just caves now. So I moved one space. I can move. So 1, 2, and then 1. Let's see what happens. Light from narrow stone vents above illumination. I'm sorry. Lights from narrow stone vents far above illuminates the underground hall, refracting off of the gathered treasure and stoic statues. Discard this exploration, gain inspiration. Okay, that gives him 3, so I'm good with that. An altar of bones stands within a crumbling stone chamber. A locked gate of black iron bars your way. Place a search token as indicated, which is down here. Okay. The pile of refuse emits an awful smell, but it may conceal something of value. Place a search token as indicated. That's in my space. Your journey continues. Okay, I have 1 movement point left, so I'm just going to go there. And that's the end. Let's see. What? Move 1, ignore train and attack Arwen. No target. The specter strides through the air, never truly touching the ground. Move 2 space swords close to the hero, ignoring terrain and blah, blah, blah. So that's going to be Arwen. 1, 2. Move 1, attack Gimli, our closest hero. He doesn't have to move, so he could shoot Arwen. Might negates 2 wounds and a fear. She'll block the fear and take 2 wounds, which will kill her. Confirm. Darkness step. She's dead, so it doesn't matter at the moment. I do the last stand with her. Gimli has a torch, so he ignores darkness. Arwen. Confirm. And it is for damage. Test agility 1. 1, 2, 3. We passed. We got 1. Man, her flips are horrible. Discard all face down wounds, gain an inspiration, and continue the adventure. So she gains inspiration. All the wounds are gone. Continue. All right, so threat increased by 9. Let's see, 120 is the threat limit on this one. And then the rally phase. Arwen's in trouble and kind of needs to run. I'm scouting with Gimli first. We're going to go 1 defense destruction, time of need. Let's go time of need. We'll discard the weakness. Put defense destruction on top just in case. R1's deck was almost depleted. Tempted to try that barrier again and then run. All right. 1, 2. We'll prep Curiosity, put the weakness on the bottom. Continue. Action phase. All right, R1, let's try this barrier one more time. The hissing whisper of the spirits of the barrier becomes a murmur, then a shriek. Your cause is lost. Same text last time. Test wisdom 3. So my wisdom is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is terrible. Oh no, I do pass because I have an inspiration, so that's 2 successes, and then ancient wisdom, which gives me the 3rd. Whew! Pass. I thought I failed again. All right. With each step, your courage grows. The voice grows weaker. The barrier feels weaker, but it still stands. Well, that's terrible. All that for nothing? Use my ability to get rid of one of these fear. And then go 1, 2. Try to get out of harm's way. I'm going to activate Gimli. We're going to hit the search token way up here. An altar of bones stands within a crumbling stone chamber. A locked gate of black iron bars your way. Pick the lock. Let's see how good Gimli is at that. Not good. Test wit. My wit is only 2. 1, 2, but I passed. And I could discard clever wit to add another one to make it 3. 3 is usually a good number for successes in this game. At last, the gate is open. You step inside and smash the bone altar to pieces. As the altar collapses, the earth shakes, and the terrible wailing of the spirits outside fades slightly. Gain inspiration and discard the search token. So I think that seems to be the key now. You got to discard. You got to smash these altars. I know there's one way down here, which now that I'm just figuring this out is terrible. All right. So I have 1 action left. I wish he had sprint. What was the search token? An ancient staircase. No, I don't want staircases. Just going to move 1, 2. Shadow phase. For white, the ghost man. Move 1, ignore terrain, attack Gimli. No target. Move 2 towards the closest hero. So now he's going to get into Arwen's face. Move 1 to attack Arwen. He can do that. Attack. A hunter knocks an arrow and takes aim at you. His fangs glisten with murderous intent. Might negates. 1, 2. So we will block a fear and take 2 damage. So the first one flips his face down. Second one, deep bruise. Discard 2 prepared cards or suffer 2 face down, then discard this card. I'm going to do that. I'm going to suffer 2 face down and discard this. So I'll discard that. My cloak prevents 1 face down, and I'll take 1. So it winds up being the same amount of wounds, but I get to keep my prepared cards. So that's why I did it that way. Each hero in darkness suffers 2 fear, spirit negates. Gimli ignores it because of the torch. So R1 has to test her spirit, which is 3. 1, 2, 3. Cancels both. Good job, Arwen, finally. Threat increases by 9. This is going to get bad. The clouds of darkness part briefly, revealing Ataran's forces. Well, that's not good. Where is that? That is in the space next to me. Okay. Place 2 cave trolls. Oh, gravy. I've never seen him place 2 trolls before. It's terrible. Rally phase. Arwen's going to rally first. We'll probably cry a little because there's 2 giant trolls next to her. I've got to get rid of that hunter, though. He's just in the way. Willful and mobility. Before any hair test, you may discard skill of the hair, gain 2 inspiration. Oh. Wow, mobility's good. During turn, you may discard skill and interact with a token in your space and then strike 2. I'm going to take that. I'm going to put an ability on the bottom. Let's scout with Gimli. Restless X and defense instruction. All my successes wind up in my prepared area. 2. We'll go with Restless X. We'll put defense instruction on top. All right, let's see. So I know one of these down here was another author. Was it this one? No. This one? One of these was. Eclipse human bones. Yeah, that's probably the one I need to get to. But I need to kill that guy first because he's in the way. So I'm going to go 1, 2, and attack the hunter, which is back over here. He's in this space here, which you can't see because there's not enough room for the tablet on the screen. Wait, 4, strike 2. Let's see, what does he have? Only 6 wounds. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2. I'll spend 1 inspiration to get a total of 8 hits with Cleave and Sunder. Flying Firm. I'll get my inspiration back for killing him. I'll put that back on top of my deck for my ability. Unfortunately, that puts Gimli in the Troll's line of fire because that was his second action. So now we'll go with Arwen, who's over here just in all types of trouble. So she's going to punch this ghosty guy with the sword with Star Swift, using her agility, which is 3. 1, 2, 3. In typical Arwen fashion, she gets 1 success. So that will be 3 hits with Pierce. I will discard with Willful to add 2 more, so it's going to be 5 hits with Pierce. Oops, Pierce. Nope, not 6, 5. 5. And hopefully I don't get killed for this. Oh, before that, using my ability, I'll get rid of 1 of the damage before she attacks. That'd be the smart way to do it. Yes, it can. All right. Are we near? Oh, she is nearby. When you test, when you ever test for a stand. Okay, see the test. All right. Spirit negates 2 wounds, 1 fear. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's pretty good. She got 2 successes. After I attack, I can move away. So that attack wouldn't have happened? Oh, yeah, because she's not there. So we'll just confirm because I messed up. All right, so that's her first action. Her second action is going to run. 1, 2. Hopefully that gets her out of the way of the trolls. Shadow phase. The trolls move 1 to attack Arwen, our closest hero. It's going to be Gimli. Oh boy. Attack. The cave troll has fists like rocks with filthy fingernails. Might negates 3 wounds. If you suffer any wounds to attack, flip a fear face up. I don't have any fear. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll give it a rest and don't worry about it. I'll just guard it. And then 1 success, so that blocks it all. But now he's stuck there, which is really bad. Darkness step. Does it work for adjacent? In your space, you may deplete something. Pierce, smite, or stun. In your space. No. So Arwen has a test for the darkness. What it is spirit negates, which on her is 3. 1, 2, 3. She passes, no problem. Finally getting a little better. Continue. Threat increases by 9. That's crazy. With a mighty crash, lightning flickers overhead and outlines the bones of Illuminus looming around you. Each hero tests Wisdom 2. Each hero who fails discards 2 inspiration. All right. Gimli is the only one with inspiration. So I'm not going to bother testing with Arwen in the sake of time. So Wisdom is 2. Well, I'll spend 1 inspiration and pass. That way I'm only technically losing 1. Continue. Rally phase. Let's rally Gimli up first. Oh, I do have Restless Axes in my prepared area with Gimli, so that's good. But I think I'm going to activate Arwen first to see if we can smash one of those tokens out of the way. Ready defense. Put defense intuition on top. Or defense destruction, I'm sorry. Shuffle up Arwen's deck. Go with Athelas since I need to run. Haven't started up. Continue. Action phase. And we said it was this one? Yes. All right. So that's where we need to get to with Arwen. So discard the Athelas to sprint 1 with Arwen. And then go 1, 2. Since I can actually interact. Destroy. Test might. Athelas had the leap icon, so I could have discarded Curiosity to get 2 inspirations. We'll do that. 1, 2. Discard that, and we'll get 2. Part of the altar shatters. Another spirit spills from the bones, hurrying toward the bear. Gain an inspiration. I get my inspiration back. But it's still there. And that was her second action. She'll get rid of one of the fear. No, she'll keep that. She'll get rid of the wound. All right, Gimli is going to come back over here. We're somewhere in the middle here with them. Tied up. Does it show both of them? Yeah, it does. 21 or 22 health. Ugh. All right, so I'm going to chuck Restless Axe. All right, at the start of your turn, you may discard the skill to attack and add 2 hits. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that was awful. So we need, what do we need? 2. So spend 2 inspiration. Excuse me. And that'll give us 8, 9, 10 hits with Sunder and Cleave. Gimli just one-shotted 2 trolls. Removed 2 cave trolls and gained inspiration. That was insane. Gimli's a machine. And that was at the start of his turn. That wasn't even an action. So we gotta get that inspiration back for killing them. Oh no, I spent 2. I'm sorry. I only get one of those. I did that already. Put that on top. So that wasn't even an action. I still have both my actions. But I can't get to that space. I can move and take out the ghosty man. That's what I'll do. Move there. Attack him. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to use Embolden. Discard those 2. Get rid of that. Flip 2 new cards. 1, 2. And I will go with... We'll do that. 8 hits with Cleave and Sunder. Gimli is a machine. Gets rid of that guy. Gain inspiration for that. And that was only 1 movement point, so I'll move back. And the action phase. Shadow phase. Gimli doesn't care about darkness, but Arwen does. So we'll flip. Willful, block 1, take 1. Can't do anything about that. Ill Will. Each other hero suffers 1 face down for the discard this card. It doesn't say nearby, so 1 face down. So Gimli has a face down. Not too terrible. So increase by 9. We're at 86 of 120. There's a snarl, a cry. A new foe leaps forward. What is this? A wolf. Place 2 hungry wargs on the indicated space. Man, they love using this banner today. Where is that? Is right here. 2 hungry wargs. This was an attack, so if it matters, that would have gone on top. Place 1 hungry warg on the indicated space. Can I see what time limit? 201. It's right there. We like us some wargs. Rally phase. With Gimli, ready defense and weakness. Weakness on bottom. Actually, let's prep the weakness. That'll be the 4th card. We'll put the ready defense on top so I know I have a success. Shuffle up Arwen's deck. Getting a little crazy. I think this light just throws so much glare. If I ever get into the caves that are up here, I'll try to keep the camera. Right now, I don't plan on going in that direction. This is R1 Scout. Yeah, I've been testing Might a lot with her, so I'll do that. Put the weeks on the bottom. All right, continue. Action phase. We're going to go to Arwen and use her ability to get rid of the face down here. Actually, yeah, we'll do it that way. And then interact with this tilt. We'll try to destroy it again. Test Might. 1, 2, 3. Because of Undying Might. I came up at just the right time. The looming barrier flickers with each blow as you break the altar apart. Its purple light has faded somewhat. Perhaps it has been weakened. Gain inspiration, then discard the search token. All right, so step puts her at 3 inspiration. All right, and she still has an action left. What is this token? Carrot of stones. Was it these that I ran? I hope it wasn't any of these that I ran away from. No. Platform crafted for large numbers. All right. So there might be more of those things in the parts I haven't explored yet. So her second action is going to be just here. And I'm going to wait and see what this token is next time. So I'm going to activate Gimli. I'm going to try to circle around the wolves. We're 1, 2. And that'll pop this. You use an inspiration for that. A river runs swiftly through a rolling hill land, and several ancient stone pillars stand vigil next to the rapids. Gain inspiration. Did that. A pool of muddied water stirs slowly in its banks, stretching outward like the growing shadow of a storm. Place a threat token indicated. That's. Okay. Your journey continues. Let's see, I moved 1 right next to those wolves. Sure. Move 2 and then search. Or investigate. Light flickers in the depths, and pale faces and hands press against the surface of the waters as if seeking to escape. Every moment they grow in number, and the water begins to bulge upward under their combined power. Cleanse the waters or strike the waters. Can you strike water? You hold your weapon high and call out the greatest heroes of old, then strike. Test might. If you have a valor card prepared, reveal 2 additional cards. I don't have tactics. But my might is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. I doubt 2 will be enough. But let's see. The water screams and ripples under the force of your blow. When they lie still again, the waters are clear and calm with no sign of the spirits. Threat decreases by 1. Discard this threat token. Okay. Gets rid of the threat token. I'm happy. And that was Gimli's second action. Shadow phase. Let's see. The pair move 3 to attack our winner closest hero. They can go 1, 2, 3. So they can't get to her, so they're going to come see me. Attack. A beast lunges at you, its claws slicing through the air. Might negates 2 wounds and 1 fear. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 successes were flipped. I'll spend an inspiration to convert, so I block it all. Yeah, that's fine. That was a test, not an attack. Confirm. Move 3 to attack Gimli, our closest hero. Can he get there? Let's go 1, 3, 2. You can go 3 to get Arwen. Might negates 3 wounds. 1, 2. Spend an inspiration to block 1 and take 2 wounds. Flip this face down. Flip this face down. Okay. All right, Arwen. Half your damage is gone, or half your life is gone, I should say. Confirm. Darkness step. Gimli doesn't care. Arwen has to test. 1, 2, 3. Spend an inspiration and she's fine. It should go to the rally phase. Try to increase by 8. Rally phase. Okay, so nothing terrible happened this time. Yay. But Arwen has to deal with a wolf. Boo. And he moved 3, so it'll be hard for her to get away from it, even if she uses the knife to hit and move. 2. Darkness. Yeah, we're going to deal phosphorescence, so I don't care about the darkness anymore. We'll put that on the bottom. Go with Gimli. Or Scout with Gimli, I should say. Sorry. 1. Ready defense and kinship. Let's go with kinship, discarding the weakness. Ready defense on top. Continue. Go into the action phase. Talent's like right on the map. Let me move that a little bit. All right, so Gimli's going to use Restless Axe. At the start of your turn, you may discard the skill to attack and add 2 hits. So we're going to attack those wolves. Ones with the banners here. They've got a bunch of health. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was not good. So that will be 6 hits with cleave, and because Restless Axe, 8 hits with cleave. Put that on top. Discard the rest. And now at the start of his turn, Whip negates. 2. All right, so I flipped 1 success, and I'll guard the other 2, so take nothing from the attack. So now I have first action, I'll attack them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Getting 8 hits with cleave. I'm sorry, 6 hits with cleave. 6. Which gets rid of them. That was an attack, so that goes on top of my deck. I gain that inspiration back. They are so hungry, they are dead. Get out of there. Gain inspiration for that. And I still have 1 action left with him. Discard that pile. Well, let's go into the cave. Can you see where that is? So now Gimli is up here in the cave. Many twisting tunnels in this area converge on a small cavern littered with bones. Discard this and gain inspiration. Okay. A heap of human bones lies inside an alcove, evidently arranged according to Ataran's purposes. 2 rangers lie just outside, bloodied and unmoving. Place a search token as indicated. Let's see, I attacked. Those guys were here. And then I moved. Okay, this is it for him. All right, so that's it for Gimli. Come way back down to this side of the map again. And Arwen will use her ability to flip that feeder face down. And then attack the ward, I guess, with a knife. 1, 2, 3. So we'll go 2 successes. And that will give us... Is it worth it? No. Wait, let me see what lethal does. I think Pierce is better. Oh, no, lethal is better. And then because I attacked the knife, I can move a space. So technically, he cannot attack because I'm not there. And then I'll go 1, 2 with my second action. So I think that's what I'm going to have to keep doing with her for the rest of the game, which isn't much left. No target. Sniffing the trail you left on the ground, the work chase you down like wolves do rabbits. Move 6 spaces toward the closest hero. Okay, that gets her to R1, no problem. But at least not attacking. Each hero in darkness. Gimli has a torch, so he doesn't care about the darkness. And Arwen has phosphorescence. Heroes in your space ignore darkness. So now we don't care about darkness. Threat increases by 7. That we care about. Up to 100. The ground beneath you lurches and splits open, spewing amber shadows into the already darkened sky. Each hero suffers 2 wounds, might negates. Then each hero flips all of their fear face up. Ugh. All right, so let's do Gimli first. So might 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll spend an inspiration and block. And I flip my fear face up, and it says flip this card face down. Gimli's okay. Arwen only has 2 might. 1, 2. Blocks 1. Each such 2 like this. So it takes 1, which is cursed injury. Keep this card face up. If you would discard a face up wound, flip it face down instead. Okay. And then flip all their fear face up. And then Coward comes back. Yay. Rally phase. Let's rally R1's deck first. Oh, this is a stressful one. It's one of those where you got zigzag the maps. You don't know where to go, what exactly you're supposed to do. 1, 2. Undying Might and Ebon Star. We're going to go with the Ebon Star to sprint. Put Undying Might on the bottom. And Gimli went through almost his entire deck that round. Shuffle this up. So we're at 100 of 120 total threat. I don't know about this one, guys. 1, 2. Undying Spirit and Defense Instruction. Let's ready. No. Undying Spirit on top. Defense Instruction prepared. Because of that guard. Continue. Action phase. All right, let's go to Arwen first. Who's right in this area here. She's going to attack Mr. Wolfie. What's he have left? All right. Attack with the knife. 1, 2, 3. Let's not get a single success. Oh, here we will do that. We'll test Spirit instead and reveal 2 additional cards. Read your cards before we start doing things. 1, 2. All right, so we got another hit on him. So we'll do 3 hits with Pierce. 2, 3. Fly. The knife says I can move. No. All right. And then we will go. That was her first action. 1, 2 to be in Gimli's spot for her second. Gimli's action, he's going to interact with this token. Let's destroy that. You step forward, wary of whatever may have slain your allies. Test wisdom. My wisdom is only 2. Okay. I'm not determined anymore, so let's go. I know 1 isn't going to be enough. You quietly step into the recesses and begin to dismantle the bone altar. Something shifts and scuttles in the shadows, but does not show itself. That sounds bad. All right, let's try it again. Destroy. Should have kept the inspiration. Ugh, it's going to be 1 again. It's going to be terrible. Same thing. So it sounds like one of the spiders is in there. That's what I'm afraid of. That's the end of the action phase. I think that one Arwen's going to have to tackle. Move 3. Can he do it? 1, 2. Yeah, he can. Let's say Gimli. Attack. Might negates. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I didn't use Arwen's ability. Get rid of one of these wounds. So it's 3 wounds. I block 1. I will guard the other 2 to take nothing. We don't care about darkness. Threat increased by 7. We're at 107. Let's see. Darren's forces are inexhaustible. Sadly, you are not. Each hero tests Might 2. Each hero fails, suffers 3 face down fear. Oof. 1, 2, 3, 4. Blocked 1. Oh no! You got to get 2. You have to have 2 successes. Sorry, I only got 1. So I take 3 face down fear. View a test. Negates. Gimli takes 1 more fear. He's toast. 1, 2 on Arwen. Same thing. She failed. So 3 face down fear. Her cloak prevents 1, so she'll take 2. Giving her 3. Place 3 giant spiders. 2, 3. I said something about spiders, didn't I? And here they come. And boy, they love this banner today. Uh-oh. Place the nameless thing. Oh, that's one of these ugly things. Kind of like the space slugs from Star Wars. Right outside. Rally face. Oh, I forgot. We got the wolf in our face, too. All right. Let's scout with Gimli. I'm going to prep Unyielding Might. Put Ready Defense on top. Prep. Shuffle up Arwen's deck. Yeah, these spiders can go into the cave over here and cut us off, which is bad. Healing Poultice. Sprint 2. That's really good, but it's... Yeah, we'll do it. And we'll put that on the bottom. Just in case it comes up. All right, continue. Action phase. We're going to go with Gimli to punch Mr. Wolf. Do I do that way? Yeah, because I need him out of the way. 1, where? He should be pretty weak. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, he's so dead. 8 hits with cleave and all that. I don't even need those. Put that back on top. Get an inspiration. Get rid of Mr. Wolf. Or actually, I can give that. I'm going to give that inspiration to Arwen. My second action, I'm going to move here. Get rid of this token. We'll explore. He'll gain that inspiration token. The sandy floor of this cave has been carved into shallow basins holding dark water and winding steps leading nowhere. Discard this, gain inspiration. Sorry. A book with a thick gray binding has been discarded on the ground. Place a search token. And my second movement point will be to the book. Arwen's turn. Coming back to this token. We will destroy. Test. Wisdom. Her wisdom is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll spend an inspiration, make it 3 successes. A spur of bone emerges from the shadows, but just as the altar crumbles apart, so too does the abomination. Gain 2 boons of your choice, then gain 1 inspiration. Then discard the search token. Well, that's really good. And gain inspiration. So I get that inspiration back. We discard all of this. Her area is getting messy. There's so many cards. Use her ability to get rid of one of the damage. Yeah, we'll discard the face down one. And then gain 2 boons. We'll take hidden. Yeah, it's just hidden determinable. And determined. We'll discard healing. Oh, no, I need to keep that for its ability. All right, so that was my first action. That token's gone. Second action, I'm just going to move here with Gimli. I can throw the attacks to him if I need to. Use her ability for Gimli to get rid of one of his fear. Give him a little breathing room. And then at the end of her turn, I will use Healing Poultice. At the end of your turn, you may discard the skill for you or nearby hero to discard 2 wounds and fear. And or fear. Oh, 2 wounds and 2 fear, it says. Get out of here, 2 face down fear. And get out of here, 1 wound. And discard that. All right, so that was a really good turn. So we're kind of in a decent place. Gimli's just got to watch his fear. Move 3 to attack Arwen. 1, 2. They can do that. I'll just put that off the table. Can we see that? So this is where the my hands away. This is where the battle happening at Spiders, Gimli, and Arwen. Attack. The beast dodges your defense, spraying sticky web beneath your feet. Agility negates. That's a lot of damage. 4 damage, 1 fear. Agility is 3. 1, 2, 3. Spend an inspiration to block 1 of those wounds. Good thing I got rid of the wound. All right, so 1 fear. Flips his face down. Okay. 3 wounds. 1. Suffer 1 face down fear, then flip this face down. The cloak will prevent the face down. 2. Flip this face down. And 3. Flip this face down. Okay, she survived. The slug places enemy in a space within 3 spaces. Place this enemy in a space within 3 spaces. Attack R1 or closest hero. Can't attack them that far away. That's crazy. Your foe is enormous, striking wildly and half blind. Wit negates 3 wounds and a fear. So my wit is only 2. 1, 2. So I got a weakness and a success. I'll discard Clever Wit for 2 successes. Blocking 2 wounds. So I'm going to take a wound and a fear. So fear. Looming shadows. If you're in a space with darkness, suffer a fear, then flip this card face down. Okay, so that. Flip this face down. All right, so that puts R1 at 4 fear, and then 2 wounds. Right, good might. Yeah, I only blocked 1. Oh, she's dead. Discard all your wounds and flip this face down. Okay, any of those helped. If you are attacked for your test, prevent all wounds. Oh, here we go. This would have prevented the wounds. If you are attacked before you test, prevent all wounds and discard this one. All right, that's what we're doing. So she's back to just the 1 wound. That's over there. Okay, she's good. Whew, that saved us. Hidden saved us. We don't care about darkness. Do I increase it by 6? We're at 113 and 120, so this might be the last turn. Let's rally and see what happens. I think we gotta do something with this book and these spiders, so Gimli needs to go and chop him up some spiders real good. That's my plan, at least, for the turn. That slug is going to kill us. Just sitting over here being all Mr. Sluggy. Undying Might and the Healing Poultice. I mean, if I survive the turn, that'll help. Put down the bottom. Shuffle up Gimli. Poet's Heart and Unyielding Spirit. Let's go with where the person token rest. Sure, we'll go with the rest. Put that on top. Continue. All right, so let's go with Gimli. He's going to punch him some spiders. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I did not reveal any successes. I got my weakness and 3 inspiration. So I'm going to discard time and need to convert all of those. So that's 3 successes, which will be 8 hits with Cleave and Sunder. That's a bunch of dead spiders. Mush to the mush. He will gain inspiration for being a mulching machine. His second action, he'll interact with this token. A book with a thick gray binding has been discarded on the ground. Search. You pick up the book and find it's quite heavy. Try though you might, you can't seem to open it. Test Wit 2. Well, that's not good. That's his worst. 1, 2. Oh, here we go. Spend an inspiration and pass. You don't think it's a good idea to force open a mysterious book. You've heard plenty of tales about terrible curses befalling those who are unwise enough to do such things. Gain 2 inspiration, then discard this token. Well, that's not good. But 2 inspiration is good. But with time running out, I don't like it. Then I'll rest 2 to get rid of 2 of these fear at the end of my turn. Or the end of Gimli's turn, I should say. We have to kill this slug with 22 health. That Arwen's not going to do that. Run for a search token. 1, 2 to come back out. Discard Healing Poultice to sprint 2. I'll sprint to there. And we'll see what this does again. Dispel the barrier. Let's see. The blasted ghost cursed trees twist and grow, reaching for you with leafless limbs. Test Agility 4. There's no way for me to pass that. Two, 3. Fail. Suffer 2 face down fear. Cloak blocks 1, I take 1. Ugh. End the action phase. This should be it. Place this enemy in a space within 3 spaces. Attack Gimli or closest hero. Well, he already is. Well, here, I'll just put him in Gimli space. Attack Gimli. Agility negates. That's terrible. 3 wounds and a fear. 1, 2. I'll spend an inspiration. I'll block 2. So I'll block the 1 fear and I'll block 1 damage. I'll take 2 damage. Entangled. Keep this card face up. When you perform the travel action, move 1 fear space. After you rest, flip this face down. And the second, knocked prone. Deplete 1 of your trinkets without resolving the effect, and discard 1 prepared card, then discard this card. All right, no. So I'll take 1 off of the torch, and I'll discard Kinship, and then discard this. So that's okay. Confirm. Darkness Step we don't care about because of our cards. They're increased by 6. They're just teasing us. So 119. This is our last round. So rally phase. Let's rally Gimli. See what he gets. I'm trying to think of something that I know of in here that'll help, and I can't think of anything. Restless Axe could potentially help because it'll give me a third attack on him. You Cannot Pass and Ready Defense. The guard 3 from You Cannot Pass will definitely help. Put Ready Defense on top. Shuffle up and go with Arwen, and I forgot about her Determined. So I need Honed Agility and a really good flip. Not get it. Sprint 2 is... I don't know if that's going to help. 2 successes off of... There's no way to get a third. Sprint 1 from 2. Spirit is 3. Yeah, we'll ready Healing Poultice. Put Evanstar on top. Continue. We'll activate Gimli. He's going to attack using the Undersun. If I attack an enemy in my space, I can deplete this item to add Pierce, Smite, and Stun. So I'm going to do that. And then go Smite, Pierce, Stun. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can spend 1 inspiration, giving me 3 successes, so it's 8 hits, Cleave Sunder. And then I'll discard Undying Might to add another hit, so it's 9 hits. Apply. Put that on top. Confirm. Try it again. 2, 3, 4. That's only going to be 6 hits with Cleave, which doesn't do anything because it's only one guy. One big bad. Like, I'm down to 7 left. I mean, I took a chunk out of him. Can the enemy attack? Yes. The giant worm blindly slams its body about, trying to squash you under its bulk. Might negates. 3 wounds and a fear. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 successes, and I'll guard the other 3, so I'm not taking anything. Arwen. Dispel the barrier, please. Actually, no, you know what? Don't dispel the barrier. Cancel. Whatever. Fail. So we're not doing that. I'm sorry, I changed my mind. I'm going to sprint 2. Use my ability to get rid of one of these wounds. Get rid of the fear. Sprint 2. Go 1, 2. Shoot him. My agility is 3. 1, 2, 3. It's terrible. 3 hits with Pierce. Which isn't going to do anything. Confirm. No, he cannot attack because I'm space away. Do it again. 1, 2, 3. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. He can't attack, so I'm just going to end it. Darkness Step we don't care about, so our cards. The Shadow Deepens, starting increased by 6, which is going to put us over the edge. I'm going to move this a little closer to read a little easier since it's the end. As the storm finally breaks asunder, you hear Taran's voice flashing in the darkness. With each word, a bolt of purple lightning strikes Numinous, and everywhere you look, the dead begin to rise. Bones and spirits begin to mingle, bringing undead warriors to Taran's side. Soon the overwhelming forces are too much for the Rangers, and they abandon the field. You attempt to flee with them, but Taran is quick to capture the heroes who almost led to his defeat. You feel cold, ethereal blades pass through you, and then nothing more. The heroes have failed. The campaign ends here. Such a rough. This I never made it to this mission before, so I wasn't sure what was supposed to happen. Let's see. Bones of Arnor. I don't know if the mic's gonna pick this up. So I'm gonna read it anyway. As the mist creep in on the heels of night, many sense the doom that is coming for Eridor. The elves note the darkening of the stars. The dwarves in their halls hear the echoes of drums. But Taran and his forces of the undead have no equal among the armies of Middle-earth. With his dark powers, terrifying allies, and a newly forged army of undying wights, Taran means to cement his rule on every living thing. And without heroes to stop him, hope seems a far and dim thing out of reach. And in the land of Mordor, where the shadows lie, a great enemy watches and laughs. The end. That was kind of frustrating to finally make it to this mission and not really be aware of what you're supposed to be doing, and to lose so badly. I mean, Gimli and Arwen were doing great throughout this campaign and made it unscathed through most of it. I think all campaign I only took 2 last games total, maybe 3. I think it was only 2 though. But still fun. I'm not knocking the game. I'm not saying the game is garbage or anything like that. I love this game. It just gets frustrating at points like this where it's like, okay, I'm not sure. Am I supposed to smash all these bones? Am I supposed to get all these search tokens? What am I supposed to do? They're not real clear, which I guess is good for the game because it lets you explore. You're not so driven and focused on one thing. And it allows you to flesh out the story a little more. So it's good and bad. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I definitely enjoyed playing it. And let me know in the comments if you want to see more Journeys in Middle-earth on the channel. I hope you all had a happy holidays and enjoying the first day of 2021. And as always, stay safe, stay healthy, and keep on gaming. Bye-bye.